I grew up a very shy, insecure young man. I was also mama's boy. I was also a pastor's son, so I had a lot of different pressures coming at me growing up. I came to know Jesus Christ when I was 8 years old, got baptized that summer, and I knew who Jesus Christ was, and I made him my Savior, but it wasn't until later on I invited him to be the Lord of my life as well. But growing up in a very small family, I was also the baby of the family, so, I was babied growing up. I was kind of a spoiled brat, and I also had the kind of personality stereotype that I was the good kid. I didn't like getting in trouble. I always did good in school, and I was always the person, the parents were like, oh, he's so sweet and such a good kid, and all the girls would be, oh, he's so nice and such a good friend, so I'd always be in the friend zone. And all the guys would think of me as weak and, kind of unmanly and not worthy of, of anything. And growing up, I also didn't have a lot of godly fellowship until I left my parents' church when I was 16, and I joined another church, which, yes, good fellowship was, important, but also coming into being a teenager, I also want to be a dance major, and I want to be famous and all that kind of stuff, but I was also targeted by different people within that church and even outside the church that, men don't dance. Men like to flirt with other girls all the time, and get with any girl they see, and I had all these stereotypes flying at me and lies, that I wasn't good enough. And pretty much it came to the point where I was targeted that I was possibly gay. And, with that kind of struggle in the church, a lot of people, automatically outcast you. And I kind of took that as, one of the biggest cut downs of my life, so I basically gave into the lie and pretty much threw in the towel after high school. I was molested twice and started living extremely immoral, and I pretty much didn't really care about my life anymore. A lot of stuff was happening in my family that I couldn't control, and I think at that point in my life I was noticing how I wasn't letting God be in control of everything, and I was taking it all in my own hands, which, and I hate using this term, I had to man up and give it to God and, be who He called me to be. Which thankfully during those times I had different people that God blessed in my life and who really guided me back to the cross, guided me back to God's sovereignty, and I rededicated my life in summer 2010. And it's just amazing how God's grace and God's sovereignty go hand in hand, and He's brought me into a whole new world I never thought possible. And never mention any of the things I'm doing now. I have friends, not only friends that, actually like to be around me, but friends that challenge me and actually take me in as my own. I have a path, I have, an identity. I don't identify myself with my struggles. Yes, I sometimes struggle with my sexuality still, but it's not who I am. It's who Christ is in me, and I like to be that person I didn't have growing up. I like to be the brother for people who maybe struggle with what I struggle with, or just people who struggle in general. And that's led me into into counseling at Toccoa Falls College this fall, and minor in ministry leadership. And I just love to love people, and I just thank God for being the almighty shepherd and seeking after His lost sheep, which was me. And I'm very blessed to be where I am now, and I can't wait for what's next.